Hello and good morning. Welcome back to Neil and Jan Resellers. This morning we have been out to
Sayers Common this morning. It was a little bit iffy if it was going to happen at all. 2 o'clock this morning there was the most enormous thunderstorm. It was wonderful. I do love thunder and lightning.
The rain came down. It was just pouring off the roofs. It was kind of like, oh my god, it's going to be cancelled. It's going to be cancelled.
And I was checking Facebook because I'm often awake in the middle of the night, and I was checking Facebook to see if because last night they'd said that they were planning to go ahead today.
Yeah.
And on their page, people were awake as well, saying, well, it's, thundering down here, and, it's tipping down in Chelsea and all these different places around and about. And we'd all come to the conclusion that surely they must be cancelling it. But then I checked it when I woke up this morning, and no, they said it stopped raining. There's no more rain due till this afternoon. The field's in good enough condition. We're going to go.
Fab.
And if they're going to go, we're going to go.
Absolutely.
And
so,
I want to say thank you very much to all the sellers who actually did put all their stuff in their cars and get down there and help to make it worth going to.
Absolutely. So do you want to show your first item today?
Yeah, I haven't taken any of it out of the
Sorry.
out of the basket
That's
yet.
probably a good way of doing it. And then we don't know what's coming up. What we got? Oh, this looks like a... Oh, that's nice. I like the white pinstripe.
This is a Whittards of Chelsea. So it's branded on the bottom there, Whittards.
Yeah.
And it's just a lovely little... I'd say that's a 4 cup. It's slightly bigger than a 2 cup, but lovely condition. And
if you can hear a little noise in the background, by the way, Echo is chewing a bone. So sorry for the little.
It's a buffalo horn,
buffalo
and she's
horn.
got such strong teeth. She could eat the buffalo if it was still attached. but yeah, sorry,
if you
Echo's
can just
making
hear
a
this
noise.
little noise.
So lovely little blue.
That's nice. I
Whittards of
really
Chelsea.
like that. That's a nice thing. What have we got here? I picked up. This was just a pair of Nike track bottoms. Picked them up for £1. And then had a pair of Puma. Some Puma shorts for £1. Some Superdry shorts for £1. And some River Island tracksuit bottoms for £2. So I was quite happy with those. That was all off the same person. So that was good.
And I found another little...
Oh.
It says sewing kit on it, but it's not a sewing kit. It's a little teapot.
Oh, it's got a sponge underneath it.
Oh, so it has. Maybe somebody was going to try and turn it into some sort of sewing kit. Or I don't know. It was I can't even make out. It's got a label over the
bottom.
The bottom. It's a hand painted, as you can tell. Oh no! I've just seen it's got a big chip. I didn't notice that. No wonder it's got the ribbon on it.
Right, and the ribbon was right over where the chip was.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the chip there.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, it wouldn't stop it being used because it's on the outside of the rim.
Yeah.
I might list it and declare it if I can get that on the phone.
Just pull it out.
Yeah, it's just stuck inside. It's not glued in. Ooh. I think they were trying to make a pincushion out of that, and yeah, trying to turn it into some sort of. Oh well, might be £1 wasted.
Well,
never mind.
You
win some and you lose some.
You certainly make enough profit from. I mean, if you put it on cheap enough, you might. I mean, at least you probably get a couple.
Well,
of quid
the
back
thing
on
is,
it.
sometimes people like to buy them to grow plants and things in,
or to make a
or
sewing
hang
kit.
in the garden for birds to nest in.
Yeah, or to make a sewing kit.
Or make a sewing kit out of it.
But anyway, okay.
Whatever.
My next, actually, let's do these next two bits. These were quite like these. So this is a Sol Callan and Co. A gilet with hood. Body warmer with hood. It looks really nice condition. It's got a double zip.
Would that fit under the red coat that you bought yesterday?
Under the red coat that I bought yesterday. Yeah, no, I'm not planning on keeping this. It's a woman's as well. It's size 16.
Oh.
But it's got a really nice
Fleecy
lining.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it?
So yeah, I think I paid £4 for that one.
And zipped pockets. I always like zipped pockets so that if you're going out and you put the car keys in... Oh, I thought it might have been money. It's not, it's rubbish.
It's stuff.
But yeah, if you're taking the dogs out or something and you've got your car keys, if you've got a zip pocket, then you know you're not going to lose them.
But this just feels quite good. Now you may be wondering, why am I picking up this kind of stuff
in the
summer,
when we're dying of heat?
In the heat. But you have got this thing of
seasons.
Seasons. And eBay is in 180 countries. Australia at the moment is in winter.
Yeah, and have you ever sold anything to Australia?
Not to Australia, but I have. I've definitely sold.
Not clothing, but I have sold to Australia.
I've definitely sold to America. But I know that there is an option. You know, it can go to many different countries. But the other thing is, I personally think that people will sell winter clothing more. I think winter clothing will be slightly cheaper in the summer. So I don't have a problem in buying stuff now and holding it in my stock, saying that it will be listed. I'm not just going to leave it sat there waiting for the winter. I'll list it, and if it doesn't sell to the winter, I don't have a problem with that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And you might recognise this mug from a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago even, but I just loved it so much I thought, right, I should keep it for me.
Yeah.
So.
And I currently am on water because I'm trying to do 24-hour fasting at the moment. So even having the coffee with I normally have sugar in the coffee, but I'm trying to cut out all of that. And I'd have to have black coffee, and I'm not so keen on black coffee, so I'm down to the water at the moment. What was your next one, Jo?
Right, well, I was just going to say before I go on to my next one about when you go to Sayers Common, they have you pay to park the car rather than to go in on foot, and they have different price points. If you arrive before
8 o'clock.
Before 7, it's 5 o'clock. Is it before 7? It's £5, and then before 8, it's £3.
No, it's before. No, it's before.
After 8 o'clock, it's £2.
What? No, we paid £3 today for after 8 o'clock. So your money's all well out.
Sorry, I've
it's
had
five.
A bit of a moment.
Okay,
here.
I'll start again. It's £5 before 8 o'clock.
Before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's £3
between
after 8 o'clock and between 9 o'clock,
and then
at 9
£2
o'clock
after 9.
It's £2.
But what I was going to say is, driving along the dual carriageway on the way there, there's a lay-by, and there was a lady in a green car parked in the lay-by, and as we were passing her, I said to Neil, I bet she's waiting until it's cheaper to get in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we were actually driving a little bit slower ourselves.
Yeah, we were only doing like 40 miles an hour, and then they actually pulled out behind us
Yeah,
to
she
start
pulled out
with.
behind us and carried on at the same speed as we did.
Yeah. And we literally got there at by the time we got to the counter, it was 1 minute past 8. So
yeah, we timed it just right. I mean, we were just too mean to go there.
Well, I think personally, if I'm gonna pay the £5, then I want to be there at like 7 o'clock or right as people are getting out to get the. But if it's a couple of minutes before 8 o'clock, I'm not paying £5 for an extra 2 minutes.
I just wanted to shout out to the lady in the green car and say hi.
I thought it was a bloke.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
I just
The person in the green car.
It was a lady because it was a small
Ladies' car.
hatchback, limey green colour. You know,
Whether it was a man or a woman, who cares?
That's-
the person.
I don't
in
want
the
to
green
insult
car.
anybody here, but that sort of car would normally be either a lady's car or a bloke's first car.
Yeah, or just a cheap small runabout.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Right,
anyway, you know.
my next. Pick this one up. I think I paid £2 for it. There's this nice little jacket. This is a Craighopper Aquadry waterproof system. So this is a woman's, but I think for £2,
Is
I
it
think
reversible?
I don't think so. No.
Oh no, it isn't.
No,
It's got a
not.
label there. But...
Yeah.
Or
No,
is that?
it's not.
I wondered if that
It's a
sometimes
mesh.
that detaches,
No.
doesn't it?
No, it's just designed to be that, and it is. This is a. It's the full zip with the mesh. But yeah, I mean, Craighopper's is a good brand, I think. So yeah, I was happy to pick that up. What we got?
I've got this pretty little mug. This is a Rachel Ellen Design Limited,
Have you heard of them?
and it's just a
Rachel Ellen?
little princess. I think I might have picked up Rachel Ellen before. It's just a pretty little
Yeah.
mug.
I
Would
do
suit
for a little girl.
A little girl rather
Yeah.
than a.
Yeah. But yeah, that's nice. My next one is what is this brand?
And that was 50p, I think, by the way.
Oh yeah, so there was this black little light top. I mean, this kind of light top. This would be great for in the summer. You know, when it going out in the evening and whatever. I say that it's is that Mitre?
Yeah,
So that's a sports brand, isn't it, Mitre?
yeah, I think so.
So yeah, that's a nice little black hooded. See that little hooded little top. I think I might have paid 2 or 3 for that. I'm not sure. It was reasonably cheap.
So you've now officially moved out of doing just jeans, so you're not niching on jeans and you're just clothing.
I'm yes, just clothing that I think can make money. So the idea originally, what?
What, you're not going out and looking for things you can make a loss on, like
Oh,
I did with the
like I
teapot?
did with the t-shirt.
I like a loss.
Like a loss. Yeah, no. So my original plan was to do clothing, but it wasn't necessarily to just do jeans. But because I didn't know anything about clothing, the first thing to do was to start picking up jeans. Was my original plan, so I could start learning about some clothing, and then the idea is to expand into other clothing and try and learn about other clothing as well and pick that up. So it
Yeah.
wasn't just jeans. And the reason why I haven't picked up, saying that there is actually a pair of that they're wet. I picked up a pair of
Yeah,
Levi's.
somebody's stock all got rained
All
on.
got rained
oh
on.
yeah, because yesterday it poured at
Faggot.
after we left Faygate.
Yeah,
It was pouring with
it was
rain.
pouring with rain. So I actually picked up a pair of Levi's for £3. But they're wet, so they're out on the line, so I'm not actually going to bring them in. They're actually, I think they're 28-32s, so they're kind of skinny but longer. But yeah, they're
lanky
okay.
people.
Lanky people. So, but anyway, so there's those. But I was just going to say about. So this is why. I've got over 100 pairs of jeans at the moment that I haven't got listed. Off you get. You sit and play with that. That I haven't listed yet. So that's why I didn't really want to pick up many jeans today. Because I picked up a load yesterday. So I was more concentrating on tops. Now I think this is quite a nice top. This is a little Timberland jacket. So
No, you can't. No, Echo.
off.
Nearly have my tea over there.
So yeah, this is a little Timberland top. I think this is hopefully, I'll have to check and see. I think it's real. But anyway, so labels and stuff. Little Timberland jacket. I'm hoping that I'll have to do some checks. Timberland is not a brand that I have done any deep dives into on spotting whether they're real or fake.
I always think of boots with Timberland.
Yes, very much so, but they do a whole load of other clothing. So yeah, I'm going to need to check with that. I only paid £2 for it. That's not great. It may be a fake, in fact. If it is a fake, then my local charity shop will be receiving some, shall we say, reproductions. I think they call it.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can't win them all. Anyway, what have you got
could
next?
you just say faux?
Faux.
You know, FAU.
Yeah.
Faux
Echo.
Timberland.
Go on, sit down.
You know, put it on Marketplace or something.
I'd prefer just not to sell fake.
Yeah. But that's the trouble. If you accidentally pick them up, then what do you do with them?
Well, there was
Because I
actually.
know charity shops, I've seen things like fake Doc Martens in charity shops with the labels chopped off, and
Yeah.
you know, they try and then take labels and things off, and then it makes it almost
Yeah.
not worth buying
Not
at
worth
all.
buying. Yeah.
Because it's not that you want to have the fake boots or whatever, but they're almost unwearable once they've chopped all the bits off.
Yeah. I mean, I did actually a while back. I bought. It was a Stone Island jacket. I bought for £15, and it turned out to be fake. And there was actually it was actually just outside
Round
the corner, and there was a young lad wearing a Stone Island jacket,
Probably fake.
which was probably fake, and he looked about the right kind of size, and I said, "Excuse me, would you be interested in a free set? I know it's fake, but I don't know if yours is real or fake. Would you like another one? I can't use it in my store." And so I gave it to a young lad.
And of course, what you could do with coats and things is nearer to the winter, just put them on hangers and hang them up on fences and things saying free.
Yeah,
If you don't want it, then just
Yeah.
and then people who need it
yeah.
can just take it. Anyway, I picked up 4 of
nice.
these. They're not exactly a set because they're just, I don't know, but they're just 4 all the same. They're Leonardo collection meerkat mugs.
Well, people quite like
They're
meerkats.
just-
I mean, meerkats are kind of cute, and Leonardo collection
absolutely,
is
but I wouldn't normally buy 4 identical
4
ones
identical,
as
yeah.
a set. You'd normally have slightly different pictures on
ones.
them if
Got
they were
it.
actually a set. I think it's 4 individuals rather than.
Okay.
I mean, they are rather grubby, but
Well,
I
yeah,
can get
but
them clean,
that's
and that's why I like doing China, because you can pick them up sometimes for very cheap because they look rubbish,
Yeah.
and then you know, give me half an hour and I'll have them looking like new, and they're fine china, Leonardo collection. So, although they're again those heavy fine china, but,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I paid £3 for the 4,
Nice.
but I should just probably sell those individually.
Have you got many more items?
I think there's 3 more.
Right, well, let me do the next one. So the next one is a.
I say 3 more. I've got 2 lavender plants, but they're out in the hallway at the moment, so you don't need to see them.
Yeah,
They're
the
2
lavender,
lavender plants for
Yeah.
£2.50 each.
which are going in the front
Quite
garden.
nice ones.
So this is another gilet that's hooded. This is a super dry one. I think I paid about £4 for this one. I mean, I know Superdry isn't one. It's an okay brand. I do like to pick it up, but so I would try. You know, the 4 I would try and get this into 20 quid, kind of something like that. So yeah, hopefully. But I quite like the Superdry stuff. The thing is, I don't think Superdry. It's a high street brand enough that I don't think it's going to be faked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just getting out my last 3.
Okay, I've got 5 items left.
And these are all from the same stall, 50p each. They are Royal Grafton,
Have you
fine bone china,
we heard of
pussycat mugs.
Royal Grafton?
No, I
I've
haven't.
Not, I don't remember.
They're
Well,
quite nice. They're
yeah.
nice shaped handles.
They're nice
Oh,
pictures.
do you know what? I would have loved these for my mum if she was still alive, because they are literally her cats, aren't
Yeah.
they? She had a black and white and a ginger.
Yeah.
And she called that one Scooty, and I cannot for the life of me remember the ginger one's name. I know the ginger cat from her
Socks?
next door neighbour
What's on
was...
socks?
No, that was Laura's ginger
Oh.
cat.
Okay.
No, Mum's next door neighbour's ginger cat was called McVitie, but I don't remember what Mum's was.
Oh.
Not that it matters,
No.
but you know, they are my mum's cats.
Yeah.
But Mum passed away a long time ago. I expect the cats have as well, so they were 50p each.
Right, my next one is next one. So I got 3 hoodies. So the first one is a Fila, a Fila hoodie. It's quite nice. We've then got, now I don't know what brand this is. We've got this hoodie. I just thought it looked quite nice. It feels quite heavy, especially around the hood area. It's kind of a kind of odd hood thing that wraps round the front.
Oh,
It's
that is
kind-
strange, isn't it?
It's kind of, I don't know. It's like, what do you think of that hood?
Well, if you hold it up so that everyone can see it. Because that's like the shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold the hood up.
But then the hood's got like a crossing.
At the neck, it crosses over.
It crosses over at the, which is.
Oh no, it's kind of it's at the side. No, that is totally bizarre.
Yeah, I've never seen.
That is really, really, really weird. Because that's the front then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's to stop it falling down or...
And it's got a
And you've got the...
rope thing at the top. It's got like a rope that goes through. And this has got levers. What is this?
This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in terms of clothing.
Naktan or something?
Nakatano. Nakatano.
But you see, what I looked
No.
at this, and this looks like leather. It might be fake leather, but it's kind of, it's got these big tags. Nakatano, Brave New World. It's got,
Actually, I think they might be leather.
yeah.
They do look a bit like leather.
So it's got these. So I actually thought that might be a good brand. I don't know the brand. It's got a picture of a stag. I'm going to do that. Let's see if you can see that. It's got a picture of a little stag on the emblem thing. So I don't know this brand, and it just, but there seems to be quite a lot of leatherish kind of. Let's see if I can show you that. I mean, everyone else might have just heard of it, but I've never heard of it. I just thought it looked like there's a hell of a lot of leathery kind of stuff, and I wondered whether it is a good brand.
And with all that
So-
leather, does that mean it's dry clean only or something, or will it go through the wash? Sorry about us just...
Yeah, I mean, it's a brand that I have no idea
Hang on,
on.
there is some sort of
As long as it doesn't say Primark, we're all good.
Schnitzel, Dizzle, Popitzel. I have no idea what that
Could be
means.
Swedish.
I don't know. It's in polyester and cotton polyester and 30-degree wash, but other than that I don't really know.
Anyway, I thought it looked quite an interesting hoodie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's
not one-
certainly interesting if nothing else.
Yeah. So there was that one. I said about that one. What was the other one? What was that disappeared down the back? Hang on. Oh, and there was this one. Sorry. What's that one?
It's a hoodie.
It's a hoodie and it's Echo. What does that say? Echo United.
No, Echo Unlimited or something. Advanced
UNLTD.
Aesthetics.
It's got a picture of a rhino. Anyway, it's another hoodie. I thought it looked quite good. Has a picture of a rhino. There we go. That's the. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's ECK and then O with a
line above the top.
Is it an umlaut or something, or over the top with?
It's that. That's the logo. Anyway, it's hoodie. I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
The next one. I've got 3 more bits.
Oh, it's my last one.
Okay.
And it's a Pretty Little Cath Kidston by Queens. And it's got birds and flowers on it. It's quite a pretty little pattern. It's a slightly... I've never picked up a Cath Kidston at this size before now.
Oh,
I've
right.
picked up the bigger ones.
Bigger ones.
But never one at this size. But it's fine bone china again, but like I say, that's fine bone china, and according to that is as well, but there's quite a difference. But anyway, that was £1. So altogether I've spent what, £7.50 today,
Yeah.
bringing my whole weekend total to about £12.70.
Well
So I'm not broken the bank this week at all. It's not because I'm taking the money with me, you know.
Well, you did see some ladder. Was there some
I
ladder?
saw 2 pieces of Nao
No, sorry.
that were in perfect condition, but they weren't really, they didn't float my boat.
No.
And
So-
she wanted to, I would have had, if she'd have said £5 each, I would have had them.
Yeah.
But she wanted £10 each, and I thought, do you know what, I've got a whole cabinet full of stuff.
Yeah.
If I were to get them, I'd have to sacrifice something, so
Right.
it's a case of am I just buying it for the sake of buying it. If it was another one like the puppies that I got a few weeks ago, which I really love,
Yeah.
or the donkey that I got last year,
Yeah.
then, but
Fair enough.
clowns just don't do it for me. I'm just not a...
Okay. Anyway, so I then picked up. This is just a Champions shirt, the brand Champions shirt there. But then I did pick up this one. Now this is a Canterbury. If you've been watching the other films, so this is
That's actually quite new.
yeah.
Although it's got a badgy thing on it, so
It's
no,
got
not
badges.
new at
It's a
all.
large.
But if it were just the stripe and the blue, that would be more your style, wouldn't
But
it?
this is a so I don't know if you've been watching. So I picked up some Canterbury shorts that sold well. I then picked up some Canterbury like track bottoms that were pretty good, and then there's this Canterbury shirt. So Canterbury seems to be quite a good brand. So yeah. So I picked that one up. I'm quite happy with that. That was pretty cool. And then my last items, these are clearly for me. Some gloves.
Not just ordinary gloves, though.
Not just ordinary gloves. These are obviously designed for fur on motorcycles with the knuckle protections and the protections, and obviously a leather glove. And they do fit me. And they are for wearing when I'm riding my electronic mountain board. Yeah, so when I'm riding my electronic mountain board, these are going to be ideal for if I
when
fall
you
off,
fall off.
or which when
Grabbing the ground in a hurry.
yes, and
Or even punching it for that matter
Yeah.
with those knuckles.
I mean the thing is, a lot of the time I am just riding kind of nicely, but then
I would hope you're always riding
No.
nicely.
that
Well, when you just take the parcels down to the post office.
oh no, that's the one.
But when you go out to the woods and you do your stunt riding.
Exactly. That there are some mud jumps and stuff, and I have been known to go and play around on the mud jumps and stuff like that. And that's when I've got the full body armour on and everything.
And I keep saying to him, all he needs is his superhero cape. Looks like a Ninja Turtle. He goes, and it's like, Neil, you're 50.
I know. But anyway, playing on my electronic
Can you not grow
mountain
up
board.
gracefully?
No, there's none of that. There'll never be any of that. Anyway, so yeah, I picked those up for £1.50. So I thought that was ideal because they're probably a good 20 quid. So yeah, I was really happy with those.
Good. And I was going to say also, if you watched yesterday's
Yep.
pickups, I had a big orange Whittard of Chelsea teapot with a B on it.
Yes.
And I did have a look on eBay, and there are two already on there.
Right.
One's on there for £18 with free postage.
Yeah.
The other one's on there for £12 with £5.70 or something postage. So that's £18 all in, seems to be about the price point that they've gone for.
Yeah.
So my immediate thought is, right, £20 to £25, because if anybody's selling it at one thing, I'll always price higher.
Yeah.
And I do that because years ago, I had a very good friend who liked to buy good stuff, but if there were two shops next to each other selling exactly the same product, he would always buy the dearer one or the one in the dearer shop, because he just felt that he was getting better value if he paid more for it.
Yeah.
So if there are people out there with that sort of mentality, I would always go for the one in the cheaper shop. If it's exactly the same, I'd go and get the best bargain. But there are people out there who would want to pay more because then they feel that they're getting something better. So I cater to that market.
Caters that. Yes. Oh, why not?
And then, you know, I make sure that mine are spotlessly clean when they go out. When I photograph, especially teapots, I try and take photos of the inside of a teapot, which isn't easy because lights and shadows and things make it look as though it's not as clean as it is. But I'm there with lights and torches and all sorts of things and trying to get the photo. And I also take a photo, if I can, of inside the spout, so you can see if that's clean.
Now I've never done this, but you know, you were saying earlier about you can actually show whether it's a good pour or not.
Oh yeah, that's something else I do, because anybody who's ever had a teapot and, you know, they get it home from the shop, make a lovely cup of tea, start pouring it out and it dribbles all over the table. It's so infuriating. So sometimes I will take a photo of it just pouring water, so you can see whether it's pouring or dribbling.
I was going to say, I've never used this facility, but with eBay now you can actually add a little video. You can actually do a few second video of the pouring.
Well, you can, but you don't need to.
No,
you know,
you can
a still
see.
photo will show if there's something coming out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did try to, I was doing some photos. When I do mugs, I usually put the mugs on the scales and put water in to where I would normally fill it up with liquid.
Yeah.
And so you can see how many mil or fluid ounces it'll hold.
Yeah.
Because if somebody says it will take, 200 mil, does that mean 200 mil to a centimetre down or right up to the brim?
Well,
you just never quite know.
It's not the same
So
as a
I do
bottle,
that.
is it? With a bottle, it's a case of if it's got a top and
Yeah.
you can fill it right up. Then
So
that's
I
one
had
thing.
a brainwave, and I thought if I put a Sterident in the water, that makes it blue, because I sometimes use Sterident, for cleaning teeth, to clean things.
Yeah.
And I thought if I used the blue water, then it would show up better and look
Yeah.
nicer. But the thing is, every time you pour it from one to the other, it all comes all bubbly, and
It
so
goes frothy.
you just see all this foam with
Froth.
this scum on top. So that idea's gone.
Yeah.
That idea has now been ditched.
Well, maybe you just have a little bottle of water that you'd use and put some food dye in it or something. So
Well, then you've always got the problem of having to then wash everything.
Wash it all
I've
back out
already
again.
washed it all,
Yeah.
and then I'd have to do that and then wash it again. I did think, should I just put some tea in it? But then I thought, no, I've just got it all clean.
yeah,
So the answer is just it shows up with the water in it.
yeah.
But
No,
so
that's
far, I've never seen anyone else
doing that.
doing that on the scales. But
Yeah.
especially if it's a big mug or an unusual shaped one or something, then you can actually see what you're getting.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it's a really good plan. Anyway, so that I think that's everything for today. I think.
That's
You're all
me
good?
done, yeah.
So anyway, look out for more films coming, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. and
And we hope that you have a wonderful week. We're off to the Long Barrow on Wednesday.
we are off to the Long
for
Barrow
a solstice
Wednesday.
ritual. So
Yeah.
we will have a wonderful week. So you
Yeah,
have a wonderful
wonderful
week too.
as well.
And we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Aren't you going to turn it off?
Yeah.